What are the three things that we see here? They're very simple. One is the courageousness of love. It takes courage to believe God. It does. Listen, we live in a time. I mean, I think of these guys that these soldiers who are going into harm's way, and the courage that they have, and the lack of blush that they have when it comes to being willing to put themselves in the line. And I say that that's the same spirit of love that every mom has. Moms have this, like the little boy said, Mom just wouldn't want any pie. Moms are willing to make a sacrifice. There's a courageousness there. This same courageousness, Paul is saying, think nothing of yourself. It's a selfless act. There's a second thing. Moms are risk takers. Think about, she fed her kid to the crocodiles. She gave up her baby that he might be able to have a better life and live. She was willing to take that risk. She was willing to hide him. What do you think that would have happened if she was caught hiding that little baby boy? You think the baby alone would be killed? She risked everything, and love is willing to risk. Think about the relationships that matter most. Are you willing to go to the extreme extras? See, you become a parent, it changes your perspective. You know, I got to pray at National Day of Prayer for Families. I don't think of myself as the best dad in the world. I can probably list you about 472 different idiosyncrasies of my life that are just pitiful. But here's one thing I do know. Regardless of how good of a pastor I am or whatever else I do, the most important thing I'm ever going to do is be a dad. That causes you to take risks. And the last thing, I'm going to close with this one. There is a will. There is a determination factor. Love never quits, fails, fades out. Guys, think about when you looked into the eyes of your first love. Did you quit? Some of you have because you're still single. But, yes, gloriously, yes. But, those of you who succeeded and got married, what did your love drive you to do? What did you do when she said no? It's been 31 years, and I don't remember, actually 32 if you count the dating phase. 32 years ago, I don't remember the reasons, but I do remember there were 3 times she said, no, go away. My wife said no, not once, but 3 times. Yeah, give me some brownie points here. I hung in there, okay? I took 3 pitches. Fortunately, there were not 3 strikes and you're out. But there was a determination. I fell in love, and I was going to do what it took to put this together the right way. The love that we have, Paul says, should drive us. We should have this determination that we will not quit. Unpack the rest of it. You look beyond the frailties. You look beyond the flaws. You look beyond the inconsistencies. You look beyond the sin. Love is something that covers a multitude of sins. If you and I truly love each other, by the way, Scripture says, if you want to apply this one to the church, Scripture says, by our love for each other, the world will say, you're my disciple. That's what he's talking about here. We don't quit on each other. I don't care what you do. I care what you do. I don't care what you've done. You follow what I'm saying? Love says I'm supposed to go beyond that. I'm supposed to have courage in our relationships. I'm supposed to take risk. I'm supposed to be determined to not quit. All of these things Moses' mom did. And what was the end result? A nation was transformed. A nation was saved. So here's a challenge. How do you love? Guys, how do you love? Ladies, how do you love? Kids, are you learning to love? We're living in perilous times. You know, we have a generation of Christians that have itchy ears. They really just want to be entertained and coddled and patted on the head and given three points on how they can succeed in life and go about their way, you know. We're living in a broken world. We're in a community that's desperate. People are dying because they don't have hope. If we don't know how to love, we have nothing, Paul says. We might as well stand on the corner with a pair of cymbals and make a big noise if we don't truly love. And we need to love the way Moses' mom loved. We truly